As we grow older, something very quiet but very powerful begins to happen in our lives. We start lowering our expectations. Things that once felt abnormal slowly start to feel normal. Feeling tired all the time, waking up without motivation, needing more rest after small activities, forgetting little things, losing strength, and most people are told the same sentence again and again. This is just aging. But what if that sentence is only half true? What if your body isn't actually breaking down the way you think it is? For many seniors over the age of 50 or 60, low energy is not caused by age itself. It's caused by silent vitamin deficiencies that develop slowly over time. Deficiencies that don't cause immediate pain, but gradually drain your strength, your focus, and your joy. Think about this. You sleep for 7 or 8 hours, yet you wake up already tired. You eat your meals, but still feel weak. You sit down to rest, but never feel fully refreshed. This isn't laziness. This isn't lack of willpower. This is your body running on low fuel. After the age of 50, the human body changes in very specific ways. Digestion becomes slower. The stomach produces less acid, which is essential for absorbing key vitamins and minerals. The intestines become less efficient. On top of that, many seniors take medications for blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol, or pain, and these medications often interfere with how vitamins are absorbed. So even if you believe you're eating normally, your body may not be getting what it actually needs. This is why vitamin deficiencies are so common in older adults, and why they are so often missed. One of the most important vitamins connected to energy in seniors is vitamin B12. This vitamin plays a direct role in producing red blood cells, which carry oxygen throughout the body. It also keeps the nervous system functioning properly. When B12 levels drop, oxygen delivery to the brain and muscles decreases. This causes a deep, heavy type of fatigue that rest alone cannot fix. Seniors with low B12 often describe feeling weak, lightheaded, or unsteady. Some experience tingling or numbness in their hands and feet. Others notice difficulty walking, poor balance, or sudden clumsiness. And many feel mentally foggy, like their thoughts are moving through thick air. What makes vitamin B12 deficiency especially dangerous is that it can exist for years without being diagnosed. Blood tests are not always ordered, and symptoms are often blamed on aging. Meanwhile, the deficiency continues to damage nerves and drain energy. Many seniors are shocked when they finally correct a B12 deficiency and realize how long they've been living below their true energy level. Vitamin D is another critical nutrient that deeply affects energy and strength in older adults. Often called the sunshine vitamin, Vitamin D does much more than protect bones. It supports muscle function, immune response, and even mood regulation. As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight. Seniors also tend to spend less time outdoors, either due to mobility issues, weather, or lifestyle changes. As a result, vitamin D deficiency has become extremely common worldwide, even in sunny countries. Low vitamin D levels are linked to muscle weakness, fatigue, body aches, low mood, and increased risk of falls. Many seniors describe feeling heavy, slow, or physically fragile, not realizing that vitamin D may be playing a role. There is also a strong emotional side to vitamin D deficiency. Research shows that low levels are associated with feelings of sadness, low motivation, and lack of interest in daily activities. Seniors may feel emotionally flat or disconnected, assuming it's just part of growing older, when in reality their body chemistry is out of balance. Iron is another nutrient connected to energy that should not be overlooked. Iron helps transport oxygen in the blood. When iron levels are low, cells do not receive enough oxygen to produce energy efficiently. This results in extreme tiredness, weakness, shortness of breath, and pale skin. In seniors, iron deficiency can be caused by poor absorption, limited dietary intake, or underlying digestive issues. Even mild iron deficiency can significantly reduce stamina and make simple activities feel exhausting. What's important to understand is this. Energy is not just about how much you rest. It's about how well your body can convert food into usable fuel. And that process depends heavily on vitamins and minerals. Many seniors believe that slowing down is inevitable. But slowing down too much too soon is often a sign that something is missing. There is also a psychological impact of low energy that many people don't talk about. When seniors feel tired all the time, they start saying no to activities. They avoid social events, they stop going for walks, they sit more, they isolate themselves without realizing it. Over time, this leads to loneliness, stiffness, and emotional decline. Low energy doesn't just affect the body, it affects identity. People who were once active, independent, and confident begin to feel like a burden. They may say things like, "I'm too old for that now," or "That's for younger people." But in many cases, their body is capable, it just lacks the nutritional support to perform. This is why correcting vitamin deficiencies can feel life-changing for seniors. Not because it makes them young again, but because it gives them back what aging quietly took away: strength, clarity, and confidence. It's also important to say this clearly: vitamins are not stimulants. They don't give fake energy like caffeine or sugar. They support natural energy production at the cellular level. This means the improvement is gradual, stable, and sustainable. When the body receives the nutrients it needs, energy returns naturally. Mornings feel lighter, movements feel easier, thinking feels clearer, and daily life becomes less of a struggle. If you are over 50 or 60 and you feel constantly tired, please understand this. It is not a personal failure. It is not weakness. It is often a biological signal that your body needs support. And if you are watching this for a parent or loved one, know that fatigue in seniors should never be ignored. It is not something to simply push through. Addressing it can dramatically improve quality of life. And which vitamins help the immune system stay strong and responsive with age. But for now, remember this one powerful truth. Growing older does not mean living exhausted. Your body still wants to function well. Sometimes it just needs the right help. As we move into the later years of life, one of the most frustrating and sometimes frightening changes many seniors notice is how often they get sick. A simple cold feels stronger than before. Recovery takes longer. A small infection can leave the body weak for weeks. And many seniors quietly start living in fear. Fear of flu season, fear of hospitals, fear of getting sick and never fully bouncing back. Most people are told your immune system gets weaker with age. The immune system doesn't simply shut down as we grow older. What actually happens is that it becomes slower and less efficient. And one of the biggest reasons for this is vitamin and mineral deficiency. After the age of 50 or 60, the immune system needs more support, not less. But unfortunately, this is the time when many seniors are getting fewer nutrients due to reduced appetite, digestion problems, medication interactions, and limited food variety. This creates a dangerous cycle. The body becomes less protected, illness becomes more frequent, recovery becomes slower, and each illness weakens the body a little more. Vitamin C has long been associated with immunity, but its importance becomes even greater in older adults. Vitamin C helps white blood cells function properly. These cells are the body's frontline soldiers against viruses and bacteria. Without enough vitamin C, immune cells become sluggish and less effective. Many seniors don't realize they are low in vitamin C because deficiency doesn't always cause obvious symptoms. Instead, it shows up as frequent infections, slow healing, bleeding gums, and general weakness after illness. Another critical role of vitamin C is its ability to reduce inflammation. Chronic low-grade inflammation is extremely common in older adults and weakens immune response over time. Vitamin C helps calm this inflammation, allowing the immune system to respond more clearly and efficiently when real threats appear. Zinc is another nutrient that becomes absolutely essential for seniors. Zinc plays a direct role in immune cell communication. It helps immune cells recognize threats and respond quickly. Without enough zinc, the immune system becomes confused and slow. Even a mild zinc deficiency can increase the risk of respiratory infections, pneumonia, and prolonged illness in seniors. Many older adults consume less zinc than they need, especially if they eat limited amounts of meat, seafood, or whole grains. What makes zinc deficiency especially dangerous is that it often goes unnoticed. Seniors may simply believe they are catching everything, without realizing their immune system lacks a key tool. Vitamin A is another important but often overlooked immune-supporting nutrient. Vitamin A helps maintain the health of the skin and the lining of the respiratory and digestive tracts. These surfaces act as physical barriers, preventing germs from entering the body. When vitamin A levels are low, these barriers weaken. This allows viruses and bacteria to enter more easily, increasing the risk of infections. Seniors with low vitamin A may experience frequent respiratory issues, dry skin, and slow healing. Vitamin D also plays a powerful role in immune defense, far beyond what most people realize. Vitamin D helps regulate immune response, preventing both weak immunity and overactive inflammation. Low vitamin D levels are strongly linked to increased risk of respiratory infections, flu, and even severe illness outcomes in older adults. Many seniors have dangerously low vitamin D levels without knowing it. They may rarely go outdoors, avoid sun exposure, or have difficulty absorbing vitamin D through digestion. This leaves the immune system underprepared. There is also an emotional side to weak immunity that deserves attention. Seniors who get sick often may begin to feel anxious, dependent, or isolated. They may avoid social gatherings out of fear of infection. They may stop visiting family or friends. Over time, this isolation can lead to loneliness, depression, and further decline in physical health. Weak immunity doesn't just affect the body, it affects confidence. Many seniors say things like, "I can't risk getting sick," or "my body can't handle it anymore." While caution is important, living in constant fear is not healthy either. Supporting the immune system nutritionally helps seniors feel safer and more in control of their health. Another key nutrient for immune health is selenium. Selenium acts as an antioxidant and supports immune cell protection. It helps the body fight oxidative stress, which increases with age and weakens immune function. Even small amounts of selenium deficiency can impair immune response in older adults. B vitamins also indirectly support immunity by helping the body produce energy and maintain healthy cells. When energy production is low, immune cells struggle to function effectively. Seniors with multiple vitamin deficiencies often experience both low energy and weak immunity at the same time. It's important to understand that immunity is not about never getting sick. It's about how well and how quickly the body can fight back. Seniors with proper nutrient support often report fewer infections, milder symptoms, and faster recovery. One of the biggest mistakes seniors make is waiting until they get sick to think about immunity. Immune strength is built daily, quietly, over time. Just like muscles, the immune system needs consistent support. Nutrition alone is not everything, but it plays a foundational role. Without proper vitamins, no amount of rest or medication can fully compensate. There is also something empowering about understanding your immune health. Instead of feeling helpless or afraid, seniors who focus on nutritional support often regain a sense of control. They feel proactive rather than reactive. Of course, supplements should always be chosen carefully. Seniors should look for age-appropriate formulations and consult healthcare professionals, especially if they take medications. When memory starts slipping or focus becomes weaker, many people immediately think of aging as the enemy. They assume that mental decline is unavoidable. But the truth is, while aging does affect the brain, a large part of cognitive decline is influenced by nutrition, especially vitamin and nutrient deficiencies that quietly worsen over time. The brain is one of the most energy-demanding organs in the body. It requires a constant supply of nutrients to maintain communication between billions of nerve cells. When those nutrients are missing, the brain doesn't stop working. It just works less efficiently. Thoughts slow down, focus fades, memory becomes unreliable. And seniors often blame themselves, thinking they are losing it, when in reality their brain is undernourished. One of the most important nutrients for brain health in seniors is omega-3 fatty acids, especially DHA. DHA is a major structural component of brain cells. It helps maintain flexibility and communication between neurons. When DHA levels are low, brain cells struggle to send signals efficiently. This can show up as forgetfulness, difficulty concentrating, slow thinking, and even mood changes. Many seniors consume very little omega-3 in their daily diet. Fish intake decreases. Appetite changes. Food choices become limited. Over time, this creates a gap that directly affects brain performance. Studies consistently show that seniors with higher omega-3 intake tend to have better memory, improved attention, and slower cognitive decline. B vitamins also play a critical role in protecting the aging brain. Vitamins B6, B9 folate, and B12 work together to reduce homocysteine, a compound in the blood that, when elevated, is strongly linked to brain shrinkage and memory loss. High homocysteine levels damage blood vessels in the brain and interfere with nerve communication. In seniors, B vitamin deficiencies are extremely common, especially B12 deficiency. Low B12 doesn't just affect energy, it directly impacts memory, balance, and mental clarity. Seniors with low B12 may feel confused, disoriented, or mentally slow. Some experience sudden changes in personality or mood. These symptoms are often mistaken for early dementia, when in reality they are caused by a correctable deficiency. Folate, or vitamin B9, is equally important. It supports DNA repair and neurotransmitter production. Without enough folate, the brain struggles to maintain healthy nerve cells. Seniors with low folate may experience depression, poor concentration, and memory problems. Vitamin B6 supports the production of neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, chemicals that regulate mood, motivation, and focus. When B6 levels are low, seniors may feel emotionally flat, irritable, or unmotivated, further affecting cognitive health. Vitamin E is another powerful nutrient that deserves attention in older adults. It acts as a strong antioxidant, protecting brain cells from oxidative stress. Over time, oxidative damage accumulates in the brain and contributes to cognitive decline. Vitamin E helps slow this process by neutralizing free radicals before they damage nerve cells. Seniors with adequate vitamin E intake often show better cognitive resilience, meaning their brains are better able to handle aging-related stress. Vitamin E doesn't make the brain younger, but it helps protect what is already there. Magnesium also plays an important role in brain health, yet it is frequently overlooked. Magnesium supports nerve transmission, learning, and memory formation. It also helps regulate sleep, which is essential for brain repair and memory consolidation. Poor sleep is one of the biggest enemies of brain health in seniors. When sleep quality declines, the brain cannot clear waste products effectively. This leads to increased inflammation and impaired memory. Magnesium deficiency can worsen sleep problems, creating a cycle that damages cognitive function over time. Vitamin D, which we discussed earlier for energy and immunity, also affects the brain. Vitamin D receptors are present throughout the brain, particularly in areas responsible for memory and executive function. Low vitamin D levels are associated with increased risk of cognitive decline, depression, and slower information processing. Many seniors feel mentally slower without realizing that vitamin D may be playing a role. Correcting deficiency can improve mood, focus, and overall mental well-being. There is also a deeply emotional side to cognitive decline that is often ignored. When seniors begin forgetting things, they may feel embarrassed. They may stop participating in conversations. They may withdraw socially to avoid making mistakes. Over time, this isolation worsens cognitive decline, creating a painful cycle. Brain health is not just about memory tests. It's about confidence. It's about feeling capable and present in daily life. The good news is that the brain remains adaptable, even in older age. This adaptability is called neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to form new connections. Proper nutrition supports this process. When the brain receives the nutrients it needs, it becomes more responsive, more resilient, and better able to adapt to aging. It's important to understand that vitamins do not cure neurological diseases, and they are not miracle solutions. But they provide the foundation the brain needs to function at its best. Without that foundation, no amount of mental exercise or medication can fully compensate. Seniors who focus on brain-supportive nutrition often notice subtle but meaningful improvements: better focus, clearer thinking, improved mood, and increased confidence. These changes may not happen overnight, but over time, they add up to a better quality of life. Of course, supplements should be chosen carefully. Seniors should avoid excessive doses and consult healthcare professionals, especially if they take medications. The goal is balance, not excess. If you are over 50 or 60 and you worry about your memory or mental clarity, please hear this. Cognitive decline is not always inevitable, and it is not always permanent. Many symptoms are influenced by nutrition and lifestyle, and addressing these factors can make a real difference. And if you are watching this for a parent or loved one, supporting their brain health is one of the most meaningful gifts you can give them. Subscribe to Daily Health Life USA for simple, honest health guidance designed for adults over 50. Growing older changes the body. It doesn't have to take the mind with it.